This afternoon, she wrote, "You were joking. You hide your misogyny and your racism behind your jokes on ABC. This was a dog whistle to the violent left to assault me or worse." And you're misspelled "you're," of course. Well, that's nice. She thinks I have fans. I guess that's good. But now listen, not only don't I condone death or any kind of threats against anyone, especially as I get dozens of them a week myself, compute this woman, you may remember, she's the one who endorsed fringe conspiracy theories and repeatedly indicated support for executing prominent Democratic politicians. Now she's dialing 911 because she got...
Did you hear about the latest Trump tantrum, our favorite orange turd? Is at it again, but this time he's not just tweeting, he's threatening to sue A. Comedian. You heard that right, Trump's got his tighty-whities in a twist over Jimmy Kimmel's jokes. But here's the kicker, he's not even the main target at all. Because Kimmel dared to poke fun at his buddy MTG talk about a presidential-sized overreaction. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. All right, folks, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the wild world of political comedy, where jokes are apparently more dangerous than Jewish space lasers. Our favorite late-night jokester Jimmy Kimmel decided to spice things up by dropping a Klan mom bomb on none other than Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now you'd think a politician would have thicker skin, but MTG took this joke about as well as a cat takes a bath.
Report me to the police. If that's how she wants to play it, I'll report you right back. And I won't go to the police. I'll go to the Justice League. Note to Jimmy Kimmel, not only would Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband make quick work of you, but Rep. MTG herself would make quick work of you. Kimmel would not last too long if he were interested in engaging in unprovoked, terrible violence against this congresswoman. Keep wearing a mask. Well, Senator Cruz replied to this. That was not written to him. Bizarre. 535 members of Congress can attend the State of the Union without wearing masks. Still not good enough for a holiday.
Instead of laughing it off or firing back with her own zinger MTG, she went full Karen mode. Picture this, a grown woman, an elected official no less, frantically dialing 911 because someone made a joke about her on TV. I mean, come on. Is this real life, or are we living in some bizarre SNL sketch? But wait, it gets better. MTG didn't just call the cops. She took to Twitter to announce her distress to the world. She tweeted, and I kid you not, this threat of violence against me by Jimmy Kimmel has been filed with the Capitol Police.
On our show Tuesday night, MTG, Klan Mom as we call her, earlier in the day, called 3 of her fellow Republicans pro-pedophile for supporting Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination. She tweets. After she saw it, she tweeted, "ABC contacts my employer. This threat of violence against me by Jimmy Kimmel has been filed with the Capitol Police." She called the police. After processing the fact that someone called the police on me, believe it or not, this has never happened to me in my life. I tweeted back, I wrote, "Officer, I'd like to report."
Yep, you heard that right. A joke is now considered a threat of violence. I guess we should all be careful next time we tell a knock-knock joke. We might end up on an FBI watch list. Now, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. This isn't the first time MTG has stirred up drama. Remember when she called 3 of her fellow Republicans pro-pedophile just because they supported Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination? Talk about dishing it out but not being able to take it. It's like she's playing political hot potato, but instead of a potato, it's a grenade, and she keeps forgetting to let go. But here's where Kimmel really shines. Instead of backing down or apologizing, he decided to fight fire with comedy. In response to MTG's tweet, Kimmel fired back with, "Officer, I'd like to report a joke." Boom, mic drop. That's how you handle a political tantrum, folks, with humor and just the right amount of sass. The internet, as you might expect, had a field day with this. Social media lit up faster than MTG dialing 911, with users from all corners of the web joining in to mock her decision to call the police over a joke.
Hey, you know, all these crazy people in Congress, all of these low IQ individuals in Congress right now, there's one guy who's responsible for that, and that's Donald Trump.
First, new evidence tonight that we, you, the American people, all of us, we were all lied to.
Frankly, we did win this election.
We were lied to by Joe Biden.
Obama amnesty. Amnesty. Obama amnesty.
What kind of president needs a no card to answer a basic and predictable
It
question?
was like watching a comedy roast, but instead of a celebrity. The target was common, since just when we thought the comedy roast was over guessing who decided to crash the party. None other than the orange turd himself, Donald Trump. Apparently, he was feeling left out of all the fun and decided to join in on his new favorite playground, Truth Social. Because nothing says I'm totally fine like threatening to sue a late-night comedian right hour. Former tweeter and chief, clearly missing his old social media stomping grounds, took to his new platform to throw a tantrum about Jimmy Kimmel. It seems Trump's ego is more fragile than a house of cards in a hurricane. He's threatening to sue Kimmel because, that's what stable geniuses do when someone hurts their feelings. But here's the thing, Trump threatening lawsuits is about as surprising as finding McDonald's wrappers in the Oval Office during his presidency. It's like his hobby, but less productive than golf and more annoying than his hair. And a strong wind, the man has a long history of threatening legal action, often without any follow-through. It's like he thinks "I'll sue you" is a magic phrase that makes all his problems disappear. Now you might be wondering, can you actually sue someone for hurting your feelings? Well, according to legal experts, Trump's chances of winning such a lawsuit are about as likely as him admitting he lost the 2020 election. Turns out humor often falls under protected speech, making it a tough case to pursue. Who knew the First Amendment could be such a party pooper for wannabe dictators?
Very cleverly coded messages narrating what he sees, maybe more clearly than anyone, the brazen and unchecked hypocrisy we're being bombarded with every day.
We're going to beat this coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to beat it soundly.
And Biden's lies are so bad that even the Washington Post is calling him out for his lies.
The Washington Post new report out today
Is poorly read from a teleprompter.
They sacrifice every day for the furniture, future.
And today, yet again, he struggled to get words out.
Anonymous.
But the real question on everyone's mind was, how would Kimmel respond to Trump's tantrum? Would he back down? Would he apologize? Would he start wearing a mega hat? Nah, that's not Kimmel's style. Instead, our late night hero decided to double down, dubbing Trump Donnie Diapers. Now that's a nickname that's loaded with more than just humor, if you catch my drift. And Kimmel wasn't alone in this fight. The comedy world rallied behind him faster then Trump can scarf down a bucket of KFC. It was like a roast fest, but instead of a celebrity, they were roasting the concept of thin-skinned comedians united in defense of free speech, treating the situation like a battle cry for the right to make fun of grumpy Trumpy. In this wild world of political punchlines, we might be missing the bigger picture. Sure, it's fun to watch comedians roast politicians like they're at a celebrity barbecue, but are we forgetting about the real meat and potatoes of democracy? Political satire is supposed to be the spicy sauce that makes us think, not the main course. Here's a crazy thought. What if we cared as much about healthcare policies as we do about Donnie Diapers' latest Twitter meltdown? Don't get me wrong, laughter is important. It's like a shield against the craziness of politics, but maybe we're so busy giggling at the circus that we're forgetting to check if the tent is on fire. So keep laughing, folks, but also keep your eyes on the real show, the one where decisions actually get made, because in these nutty times a good chuckle might be our best defense, but it shouldn't be our only one.
hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video. If you stuck around the end, drop a blue heart in this comment, and until next time, I will see you soon.